this edition of High School Rewind, available on highschoolrewind.com and the High School Rewind YouTube channel. We are here at Mill Creek Junior High School, home of Bountiful Braves soccer, as the Braves trying to cling and clinch a playoff berth here today, prepare to host the East Leopards. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Dane Stewart here to bring you today's game. And as we mentioned, playoffs on the line today here for Bountiful. But before we get there, let's start by introducing the visiting East Leopards. They come in 8-2 in region play, tied atop the region standings with the Ogden Tigers, coming off a nice 2-0 victory over the Highland Rams. In fact, these East Leopards, they have not allowed a goal in 2 matches, 160 plus minutes of scoreless soccer on the defensive end. The defense has done great. That being said, has been against the two teams that are at the bottom of region play. So they're going to get tested a little bit here today with a Bountiful team that has a lot to play for. Jesus Cesares, we're going to talk about him throughout the broadcast today. He leads the team in scoring. He had a goal in that match against Highland, as did Daniel Rondo, the senior, and that pair has been very, very good. A couple other names to watch out for includes Hugo Oliveira. He had a pair of goals in this match earlier this season, a 4-1 victory for the Braves, and then as keep, Trevor Elders, watch for him, coming off a pair of shutouts as the keep. He has been really good. As we transition and talk now about the Bountiful Braves, this is a team 4-4-2 in region play. As we mentioned, they have a 3-point lead over the Box Elder Bees coming into this match. Any points today, including a tie, and the Braves make the playoffs. So don't want to say desperation. They do have another match, but they can take care of business here today. It's been a tough season for the Braves, but a couple names that have been coming on as of late include Austin Garlick. He has been great, as well as Liace Massine. Massine had the lone goal in the first match between these two, and those two are going to have to try to carry the scoring load against a very, very good squad from East High School. The Braves trying to clinch the playoffs. The East Leopards trying to still scrap for that 1 seed out of Region 5. Kickoff coming up next here from the pitch at Mill Creek Junior High. Underway here at Mill Creek Junior High in Hugh Wiggum Field, home of the Braves, the East Leopards and the all-red kits, and the Bountiful Braves senior day in the all-white. This pass disrupted by Holbert as he collapsed down, pushes with Carlson near side. Govina got the start on the wing today as he turns that ball over to Maynard. Bountiful with it far side, looking up the line. Good ball to number 2. We don't have a 2 on our roster. We'll have to try to track that down for a centering pass. Broken up by Morgan. Looking to clear it out. Here's Oliveira trying to send a ball up to Govina. Palmer's going to come out and gather that one. Good idea for the Leopards. Their last 2 games, victors, 2-0 in both. They had a number of other opportunities. Unable to find the net, and you see them early on here looking to stretch the field north and south as that pass from Morgan broken up nicely by Austin Garlick. We talked about him in the open as East will have the throw in. Looking up the line. Rondo able to settle it. Garlick marking him. Finds Holbert, gives it right back to him, looking up the field, and it's Cesares as he brings it in the box. Cesares, his shot deflected away and cleared out by Casey Burgeon. Thrown in quickly. Rondo able to get around the man. Rondo, shot attempt deflected away again by Bountiful as this rolls near side for another Leopard throw in. Oliveira in the box, able to spin around the left-footed shot. Palmer able to wrap that one in. Didn't have a hold of it initially. Was able to deflect it, and good thing he did because Holbert was coming through on that weak side. Was ready to pounce as Leopards do. Ball one in the air by the Braves, out with Garlick, and it's Morgan winning it away. Jacobs looking for help with Rondo. Again up the line, and it's Holbert. Far side, has Govina. I think he was trying to go that way, and an excellent tackle put on to deflect that pass all the way back down with Elders. As he'll pick it up. Jacobs. Holbert drops this back. Jacobs again, midfield, looking up for Rondo. Pushes out with Hill. Marked by Garlick. Hill trying to get around the perimeter. Centering pass, looking the way of Holbert, and then Cesara is able to get it on net. Palmer up to the task once again. Credit him with another save. A long ball. Headed back. Elders trying to get there, and he will, looking to kick it out to force the throw in. Allen to throw in. Maynard drops this back. Burgeon was looking up the field. Ball won away by the Leopards. Holbert turns it inside, has help with Oliveira. Nice find there. Oliveira up to Govina. Unmarked from just outside the box, looking to cross it. Over the head, Rondo stepping up, and that ball deflected away again. I think it was Carson Smith able to break it up as Morgan gets a head on it. Now tracking it down, Lamone. Here's two. And a good tackle put on by East defensively, able to get it out of the areas. This ball sent down. Elders will watch it fly out of play. The kick from Elders. It's Cesares picking it up on the run, bringing it in the box. Couple Braves there. Able to break up the run and then tripped up that time from outside the box. We'll have a kick for the Braves. For the Leopards, excuse me. Cesares and Govina. Govina steps over it. Cesares plays it over to Govina in the box. And deflected away by Burgeon. Nice job stepping up and not allowing that ball through to Yves Govina, who's now dropping back to contest. Able to help as that ball cleared away. Govina will track it down and keep it in play. Space for him. He's looking up the line, and that pass off the mark. Maynard throws in. Back with Burgeon. Hoffman, a sophomore, drops it back with Palmer. Morgan able to size this ball up in the air, got a head on it as Bountiful looks to control it. Boy, nice touch right over the East defender, but there was Hayden Carlson, the senior, able to take it away. Now Govina near midfield, centers with Oliveira. Looks for help. Govina up the line. Boy, nice fake put on by Yves as he looks to center a ball in the box, headed on, and Palmer picks it up off the bounce. Rondo able to connect with that one. Couldn't beat the senior keep Cole Palmer, who's had to be back a couple times. This ball over the head of Carlson as Allen steps up to it, the senior himself, and Elders will catch that ball out of the air. Rolls it out, space for Oliveira. Govina now with time. And it's Cesares again able to connect. Boy, marked tightly. Good piece of defense work that time put on by Burgeon as East will have the throw in. Throw in, Oliveira touches back. Space for Cesares. Not a guy you want to give that to. Able to just bring it up. Oliveira pushes out with Rondo, and that ball a little too far out in front of him is Hoffman. Able to break it up. Hill drops with Morgan at midfield. Ball played up. It's Holbert. Able to spin around, and that ball off target. In the air, Carlson able to settle it. Has Govina. Govina touched to Oliveira. Now Holbert, space as he steps up into it. Has Rondo outside, it's where he goes with it. Hill filling from behind, gives it back to Daniel Rondo. And collapsing down was two to break it up again as we wrap up the 10th minute here. Still no score. Near side, Cardenas wearing a different number today. Usually Cardenas, number 39, wearing 22. Cesares trying to do some work, broken up by the defensive Burgeon. Not the first time we've said that. He's been solid on that back line today so far as he turns this over to Cardenas. And that time Cesares was off, wisely let that ball roll through as he had no play. Big kick from Palmer. Morgan up with Rondo. Trying to work against Carson Smith, and Rondo gets the edge. Smith able to track him down. Rondo looking for help, has Holbert, tried to go back to him, broken up initially as this shot from Rondo picked up off the bounce again by Palmer. East putting a lot of pressure on Cole Palmer here in the first 11 minutes. He's been up to the task. Be interesting to see if they can sustain it. Oliveira. His pass deflected away by Brock Allen. And there's two again being a bit of a pest here to the Leopards. Two's been very aggressive today and active. And that shot, a good idea off the foot of Limon, though it's wide. This kick headed right back up for the Braves. It's Coleman Morton who had it, the sophomore defender. We talked about some of the injuries Bountiful's experienced, and it's led to some playing time for some of their underclassmen. It's going to be a good squad in the upcoming years with the experience they've gained as this ball played out by Burgeon again. Govina throws in with Carlson and punched away by Bountiful. Oliveira settles, trying to get around. Couldn't do it, though the ball finds the foot of Jacobs. That ball, couldn't tell if it was a little behind Hill or trying to get it up to Rondo. Either way, the Braves come out with it. And it's Godfrey. Holbert challenging him. Able to win it, Jacobs. And we'll get the foul call here. Ball put in play with Oliveira at midfield. Space for him. Plays outside with Carlson. East on the attack. A centering ball into Rondo, and he couldn't get his head on that one squarely to get it on frame as Govina here will pick up the foul. Boy, a great ball there from Carlson and a good opportunity for Rondo. As this ball won in the air from Morgan, but it's Bountiful able to find it at their feet with Limon. Pushes outside, a shot here. Wide of the net, Elders will pick up the slow roller anyway. This kick sized up well by Morton. Allen couldn't make contact. Cardenas comes away with it for East. Looking up the line with Eves, Govina. Centering attempt broken up by Morton once again as Cardenas finds it as Carlson. Good recovery there, able to still find Cesares as he tries to take on a host of Braves, and again it's two, able to push him off the ball and win it away. And that pass deflected by Oliveira. I think Bountiful thought it was a handball and no call from the official. Two pushes outside. This ball sent up. Nice job by Cardenas, able to identify and track it as Elders will keep this ball in play. Through 15 minutes here at Hugh Wiggum Field, East and Bountiful. We mentioned in our open the Ogden Tigers tied with Bountiful or with East right now. Atop Region 5, they are playing Bonneville, who sits at number 3. And nothing playoffs guaranteed for the Lakers, but no seeding guaranteed. So a lot to be played for here this week atop Region 5. Impactful game here and another one going on just 20 miles north. As this ball played back to Govina and punched out again by the defense of Casey Burgeon. Carlson throw in, Cesares. Right along that line, able to come away with it. Cesares looking to cross. That ball launches to the far side. Hill, can he keep it in? And a foul there. Morton puts it in play. No Brave there. Morgan able to head it right to a Brave, and that is Lamone again. Garlick drops it with Godfrey. Help outside. Back to Garlick as he looks to put one on frame. And there was Elders, able to catch it out of the air and throw it to Govina quickly. Govina space as he brings it up to midfield. Morton comes out to mark him. Govina turns inside, has help, gives it with Holbert. Holbert will drop. Jacobs back to Morgan as Lamone gives chase for the Braves. Hill looking to put one up. Cesares looking to settle in the box, drops it. Holbert didn't have the one-timer. He tries to win the edge. Holbert has it, and then it's just poked away by Bountiful, and we'll have a corner coming up. Carlson from the corner in the box. It's loose. Rondo stepping up to it. Has help. He comes with Hill. Hill. Boy, that pass did not have enough, and it's Lamone. Boy, what a play by Cardenas. As if he messes that up, it is Lamone one-on-one. The flag is up here offside. The official will rule it off as Palmer was able to gather a long kick down, trying to give chase for Bountiful. 2. Did he keep it? Yes, he did. Couldn't keep it there, and a goal kick coming up. Brock Allen comes off for the Braves, and Atis Massine, the sophomore forward, comes on, number 8. Atis, a good player for Coach Plank. Had a nice game in the first matchup. Mentioned Liace. We haven't seen him yet, but we will surely see him as well before this match is over. Govina finds space. He's going to try the left-footed shot, and Palmer able to bat that ball down and collect. Not a bad opportunity there for Govina. This is a kid that led East in scoring for the first 10, 15 matches. And as East has gotten healthier, they've still wanted his impact, but has not had maybe the opportunities that he had in the first part. But a good shot there to make Palmer make a save. Oliveira here at midfield, advantage given. Morgan looking up the field with Rondo, and that pass off the mark. Thrown in quickly and dropped to Palmer as we're midway through this first half, 20 minutes complete. Looking up the line, and it's Hill. Boy, man on quickly. How about Garlick closing down? And the foul here. Hill. Rondo. Back with Morgan as Lamone coming over, and Cardenas will find it with all sorts of space. Lamone closing down, has Morgan. If Cardenas chooses that, he does not. Instead, he'll look up the line. Rondo was looking to send that over the head, and no Leopard around as Bountiful will play this out. Christensen, Rodriguez. Both come on, as does Harrison. For the Leopards, a long shot from Oliveira, and that one over the crossbar. Palmer's kick. Holbert able to settle it for the Leopards. Plays to Cardenas. Christensen, space, being closed down on. Plays outside, and that ball did roll out of play. The Braves will have the throw in. Maynard to throw in. Headed initially by Godfrey, but went right to East. Oliveira looking for a lane. Plays up ahead. Was looking for Christensen. A good idea there. Palmer's kick. Back with Hill. That clearing attempt deflected. And East will have the throw in. Back with Hill. Looks to send this up. Cesares. And the foul there called on Jesus with that arm. Hoffman will take this kick for the Braves from the other end of midfield, and Elders will catch that. A couple Braves were down there, but didn't have an opportunity to make a play on the ball as that kick was a great idea, just a little too far out in front of him. Cesares finds this on his foot. Centering, Cesares, and there's Palmer to make a good save on Jesus Cesares. We mentioned Cesares earlier has 8 goals to lead scoring for the Braves. As this ball will roll out, we'll complete that thought. Cesares had 2 goals in the first match between the Braves and the Leopards. As this ball sent up, Elders comes out and will catch it. Good idea from Morton. Again, trying to get a service into the box and give one of his forwards an opportunity. As Garlick was unable to get there. That clearing attempt off the side of the foot. Rondo giving chase, as is Maynard. And it will be a Brave throw-in. That off the head of Morton. East at midfield after substitutions. Smith and Vincent. Ramsey Vincent. It's where the throw-in was headed. Both came on for East as Vincent hit the field. And Cardenas coming up to win that away. Cleared out by the Braves. And that ball did go out of play. East will have the throw in far side. Looking up for Vincent. As Hoffman will take this to the corner. Ball deflected back in the box where Palmer will clear it out. Harrison had that one skip under his foot. Messine. And Hill there to play it and then win it away from Bountiful. Nice play there. Rondo expecting that to go over the head of Maynard. Maynard able to get there. Cesares plays outside near midfield, and Christensen won't be able to track it down. On the throw-in, it rolls its way back with Morgan. He'll get it back from Cardenas. Hill with space. Man on from behind, and Hill, boy, he took a tumble. Not sure if what happened there, but was able to regain. Cesares scrapping, trying to get there. Good job by Godfrey as he'll just play this out, and a foul here on Jesus. Ball in play quickly. Braves trying to catch East before they can set up. A challenge there. And it's Cesares coming away with it for the Leopards, using that speed up the line. Gets it up to Vincent. Has Rondo making a run in the box. Vincent, and that shallow of the goal. And a kick coming up for Palmer. Good run that time by Ramsey Vincent. As this kick headed back up by Harrison. Rondo. Well, he teamed up with Smith. Ball still being contended for. Messine comes away with it. A foul here on East, and Smith. Hoffman with the kick as we wrap up the 30th minute. And it's Hill out of the air. Nice job by Smith for Bountiful. Able to get past a couple Leopards, though still not out of trouble. This shot high and over the net. Off the foot of Garlick. Cesares goes off for the Leopards. Oliveira back on at midfield as this kick away from any Leopard and will roll out. Morton at midfield looking for help, and boy, quickly closing down on him that time was Christensen as he had it was unable to keep it as two came up, has it again. Far side, two looking to center. That ball almost got through. McKay Harrison made a play. The clearing attempt was deflected as Elders will track this down and get there before Otis Messine can. Long kick, and it's Rondo able to gather. Thought he had gathered it off the foot of Burgeon, but Burgeon wins it back, and now Rondo giving him a piece of his own medicine, trying to get around. Centers, and that headed just wide of the net. A great attempt from Rondo. I think it was Christensen with the opportunity. Boy, the best chance of the match up to this point right there. Rondo around the edge and a great ball. The center to Christensen. Couldn't get it on frame as this ball headed out by Maynard. Thrown in, back with Cardenas. Centering. Christensen heads it up, Rondo, and that ball just shallow of the net again for another goal kick. Palmer's kick. Boy, and it's two. Able to win it away. Elders comes out, and it's Harrison trying to win it away. And able to clear it out up the line. Good job by Harrison, not giving up on that. Is Oliveira able to settle it for East. As Rodriguez. Smith plays outside. I think that ball might have been deflected. A good tackle put on there as Hill came down, and it's Govina filling. That ball deflected, did not make it on net. Near side and played up with Messine. Cardenas plays back outside. Govina. Garlick was bearing down on him as that shot off the mark and out of play. Holbert comes on for East, and Kellen Burke, the sophomore, comes on for the Braves. As we wrap up the 35th minute. Holbert, boy, a trio of Braves there. Tried to get it over to Oliveira. Nice job by Maynard coming up as he has it back. Holbert bearing down on him. Played up ahead to Messine. Cardenas able to disrupt it easily. And good tackle by Harrison to deflect that away from two. And two will pick up the foul here near midfield. Ball put down quickly. Oliveira has Harrison near side. Harrison an opportunity, and he'll throw that one on frame as Vincent was making the run toward the net. That's a centering attempt. Ramsey might have a really good opportunity. As Cardenas able to get that out of the air up to Harrison. Holbert plays the ball up. Rondo. And that ball deflected away, and the foul called here on the Braves. A kick awarded to East. Cardenas in the box and headed out by the Braves. Cesares comes back on for the Leopards as Vincent heads off. 37 minutes complete here. Hill back with Holbert. Was looking to get one in the box, and it's Rondo able to find it. Cesares stepping up, the shot right to the chest of Palmer. A good opportunity there, the duo of Rondo and Cesares. This ball takes a bounce. Hill able to chip it over. Garlick, he'll get it back, far side. Holbert with some help. Gets it back. East has done a really nice job of surgically finding space to move the ball up the field. They've done it for most of this first half as Cardenas plays the ball up. Cesares, and it will take a hop to Palmer. A long kick. They're trying to find East. Pressing too much Garlick, and it's Morgan able to play it out. Thrown in, back. And deflected away by Govina. Ball thrown into space. Morgan steps up. And And we'll play this ball out. Thrown in back with the defense. Played up, and it was Rodriguez able to break up. And a foul here on Harrison. Atis Massine will take this kick into the box, headed, and it's off the bar and then punched in the back of the net. The Braves netted in the 39th minute off the set piece from Atis Massine. And it's Kellen Burke, the sophomore, 1-0 Braves. Boy, what a strike from the Bountiful Braves. They have not had many opportunities in this first half, but taking advantage of the foul there, as speaking of foul, they'll rule advantage. Rondo, that centering attempt was on top of everyone. And there's the half. The Braves strike late. They'll take a 1-0 lead into the garage at the half. Second half underway. The Braves have the 1-0 lead. A goal in the 39th minute by Kellen Burke, the sophomore, has the home squad on senior day ahead by 1 as we start this second half. Bountiful with the possession. 2 tried to play it up, broken up by Jacobs. Nice move put on, far side. This ball kept in play. Trying to get there is Burke, and it's Cardenas able to win it for the Leopards. Govina, space. Plays the ball up. Holbert has to slow up a little bit, but he finds it. Cesares gives right back to him. Holbert to center, and there's Palmer to pick it out of the air. Rondo and Govina, both there for the Leopards. Palmer had a good first half and starts out the second half as this kick being sized up. Cardenas able to get it in the air as Burke tried to settle it and punched away by Jacobs. Govina will slow things up a little bit, finds Oliveira, all sorts of space, middle of the field. Near side with Rondo. Cesares trying to get there. He will not as the Braves able to play it away. Thrown in, Rondo. And that ball won away by Godfrey. What a great job by the senior midfielder, Connor Godfrey. Able to take it away from these talented East forwards. Up with Garlick. Throws one on frame. Elders will pick it up off the bounce. Govina was trying to play it ahead to Cesares. Maynard called for the foul here. East awarded the kick. Cardenas in play in the box. Holbert has it for East, being marked by Burgeon, and Burgeon able to win it and clear it away. Cardenas keeps the pressure on here. Govina tries to throw one on frame, that ball wide. Palmer's kick. Morgan got the head on it, went right to Bountiful's Godfrey. Garlick marked tightly by Hill. Garlick able to break around the edge. Can he keep it in? Yes. Pass deflected away as Godfrey won't give up, and he'll help win the throw-in for the Braves. Carson Smith throws it in. Jacobs heads it out of the box. Smith will track it down. Drops it back with Godfrey. Godfrey looking on frame, and Elders will catch it. Throws it out with Carlson, and that ball was too far out in front of him. Maynard able to disrupt it. And a foul here on the Leopards. The kick from Messine in the box, and Elders gathers off the hop once again. We'll roll it out with Hill. All sorts of space for David Hill. Finds Oliveira, and Godfrey able to disrupt again. Boy, his impact has been felt here in just the first 5 minutes of this second half as we are through 45. Far side, Carlson will play that ball out. Matisse touches back. And a foul called here on the Leopards again. Another kick awarded to the Braves. Again, it will be Messine from about 30 yards out. A great ball in the box, headed up by Morgan, still in there. And it is Elders, and a penalty kick awarded. A foul called here in the box. And we'll have a PK. A PK, Messine and Elders in the 48th, and it's a goal. Atis Messine, it's 2-0 Braves off the PK. Ramsey back on for the Leopards, finding themselves trailing here 2-0 to the Braves. This ball played up ahead over the head of Govina as it will roll out. We mentioned earlier, any point in the match, a tie or a win for the Braves, they clinch a playoff spot. For the Leopards, tied with Ogden, wanting that #1 seed as that pass off the foot of Garlic, disrupted by Hill. He'll play this ball up, and it's Vincent trying to track it down for East. He'll get there. Has help with Rondo. Rondo looking to fire. What a save by Palmer, and then cleared out by the Braves. Cesares keeping the pressure on for the Leopards, able to work around the defense. Cesares in the box to center, and it's Palmer deflecting it out again, and a corner coming up for East. Cesares from the corner looking backside. It's Hill, the one-timer, skies high. Palmer's kick takes the hop, Morgan. And it's again Bountiful. It looked like they were going to establish it. As Jacobs winning it away. Cesares throws it up, and it's Govina now leading a counter. Centers. Couple Leopards there. It's Vincent. And he has it deflected away as Hill comes up in support. That ball got through, but no Leopard around as it will roll back to Palmer. He will take some time off the clock here as we are through 50 minutes. 2-0 the Brave lead. Carlson measures this up, able to find Jacobs. Boyne turned over as it is Burke who had the first goal, putting the pressure on, nearly able to force another one here. Cesares at midfield, plays outside with Carlson. Cesares gets it back. Space for Cesares and a long shot that skies high again. Palmer's kick settled by Garlic. Hill able to come up and win it, though he couldn't keep it in. A challenge there. And a foul called on the Leopards. Palmer will take this kick from just shy of midfield. And it's Govina gets bodied down. The foul given right back by Messine. Cardenas headed immediately by Hoffman. Rondo will drop it back with Hill. Hill looking up. Vincent centers it off the head. And a foul here. Cardenas able to win in the air off the foot of Palmer. Holbert has Govina up the line. It's where he goes with it. Govina trying to utilize that speed around the edge and taken away by two, who will just play it out. Oliveira comes back on for East here as Bountiful able to clear it out. Austin Garlick comes off for the Braves as Brock Allen back on. Senior midfielder playing up. Number 22. East has it, Holbert. This ball launched ahead, out in front of Govina. He won't be able to get there. Palmer collects. Rolls near side with Carson Smith looking up the line. There is Allen, who just came on. Jacobs disrupts. That took a hop over Godfrey's foot. Govina nearly able to take advantage of that. Rondo picks it up off the bounce. And the foul here called on Allen. Rondo puts it down quickly. Crosses over with Cesares being marked by Atis. And Atis able to win it away and draw the foul. Jacobs heads it in the air, up to Govina. Out with Cesares, they have Rondo. Near side, back to Govina. Boy, and he stepped right on top of the ball. He'll drop. Cesares looking for a shooting lane. Try to get back up to Govina, I believe. Cesares sticking with it. Opportunity to center. And that one caught by Palmer right along the line. Great job by Cole Palmer. He has protected the net beautifully today for the Braves. This will take a high hop all the way down to Trevor Elders. Oliveira. Nice touch to Holbert, trying to play it up. Cesares trying to track this down. Good tackle to keep it in. Drops it. Carlson looking to center, and it's Rondo getting ahead on it, but that went high and wide, and a kick for Palmer. Jacobs able to drop with Cardenas. Played to Holbert. And now Carlson has it along that far line, working the line, bringing it up. Ball just chipped away by Bountiful. East to throw in quickly, though that won't get to Govina. Holbert coming up. Rondo try to get it to Oliveira. Teams trading possession here at midfield, and boy, slow to get up. Finally getting up for Bountiful as this ball launched high of the net once again. For Bountiful, that was two, who was a little slow to get up. He seems to be okay as this ball will roll down and out of play. East to throw in. Thrown in, headed up. Jacobs aggressive to come up and challenge, and Govina helped win that ball. Cesares up ahead to Eves. Eves has Rondo making a run, also has Cesares behind him. Tried to center and just swinging through that one, and now a penalty kick awarded for East. A foul here in the box, and the Leopards will have a chance one-on-one with Palmer. Maybe the play of the game. Eves Govina from 12 yards out. In the 61st minute, trying to put the Leopards on the board. Govina, and he missed it wide. Eves Govina couldn't net it, and it's still 2-0. The kick from Palmer, and Bountiful looking to take advantage of a missed opportunity. It comes near side with Garlick, and that fired over the net. Elders kick. Rondo able to control it, plays ahead just beyond Oliveira. And the Braves now looking to counter. Elders coming out as he will play this ball out of play. Bountiful to throw in. 2. He picked up the yellow. I failed to announce that. Picked up the yellow, earning the PK. He is back on for Bountiful as this played out by the Braves, Maynard. This ball cleared out. And off the side of the foot of Morgan, giving chase now is Garlick, trying to keep it, and the foul there called on Hill. Another kick coming up for Bountiful. 2 will take the kick for Bountiful through the ground, and that ball played out behind for a corner. Limon from the flag. This ball in the box. And then cleared out of the box, though still Bountiful with an opportunity developing here. Limon tried to play around Rodriguez, couldn't do it. Cardenas couldn't clear. Now he will. Rondo touches outside. Vincent, good identification, finding Cesares. Has Harrison outside. Cesares turning inside instead. Help coming. Rondo. All sorts of Braves there. Trying to clear it. Deflected by Cesares outside. Harrison back with Cesares. Marked by a pair of Braves. Tried to play it through, and he does. Cesares! And that ball not on frame and will roll out for the goal kick. Through 65 minutes. It's Vincent. Settles. Looking up, was trying to get it to Rondo, but that ball well out in front and out. Ball cleared out by Hoffman. Morgan drops with Elders. Again, we see Limon. And that kick went right to the head of Morton. No Leopard there. Here's Messine. Boy, and Morgan there to break up what would have been a dynamite of a run by Limon. An opportunity to get it to the sophomore forward in the box. And if it's not for the captain, Morgan, they do. Speaking of captains, here comes Rondo coming down, centers to Cesares, trying to settle it, and it's Bountiful coming away with it in the box. Still not out of trouble. Now they are as this ball played out. Hill to throw in. Cesares, beautiful touch to Vincent. Looking to center and couldn't center it. This ball won by Rodriguez in the air. Rondo looking for help. Rodriguez sticking with it for the Leopards. He'll come away with the possession. Holbert. Boy, nice job. Speaking of sticking with it, a foul there. Holbert still down. Advantage was the rule, and this ball played out by the Braves for a corner. A corner awarded for the Leopards. They play it low. Holbert touches back. Cesares. And that disrupted by Bountiful. Should mention a couple substitutions. Carlson as well as Govina coming on for the Braves. And Morton, Coleman Morton, picked up the yellow on the foul on Holbert. As this thrown on frame, and Palmer able to gather it. Messine couldn't settle it. East with the possession again. Rondo tried to play it outside with Harrison and had him, but it's Two who plays it out. Thrown in with Rondo. Able to shield defenders. Couldn't keep it. And Cardenas lost his footing. We've seen that a couple times today. Players unable to keep their cleats. Hill along the near line. Couple Braves there, and they win it away. That ball kept in and sent up the field with Limon. Several Leopards back. And it's Limon coming through all of them with it as he brings it in the box. A tackle there. Limon able to punch it back. And finally, the Leopards able to gather it as that ball played out by Bountiful. Boy, what a great job there by Alex Limon. Morgan tried to push this to the far side and did so right to Bountiful. It's Messine. Godfrey looking up. Lamone couldn't track that. And it is Hill who will play that ball out rather than let Elders come get it. Elders a little frustrated there. Up to Rondo, tried to touch back. Holbert has it. That ball played into the box, and the flag is up. A foul here on Harrison. Harrison got carded. He had to head off. As this ball played back up by Bountiful right now, they are just trying to work the clock as much as they can. Hill marked by Messine. And you see Bountiful being very aggressive with their forwards right now. It's 2, and a nice tackle put on there by Morgan. Hill, man on, doesn't recognize it. There's the foul, and East will have a kick coming up. Morgan's kick. Headed out. Cesares will keep it in. And a great job winning that ball away by Carson Smith, the junior. Godfrey. Not clearing attempt out off of Hill. Bountiful with the throw in. This ball headed out. Hill to throw in. Will to Cardenas. Touches back to him. And a foul here called on Cardenas. That ball played up ahead quickly to Garlick. Bringing it in the box, centering. And Elders there to pick it up off the turf. It was Lamone once again able to fire on frame. The slim chances of East coming back to tie this game hanging on that play. A big play by Elders. Rondo. That ball rolls out on him. 75 minutes complete. 2-0 Braves on senior day for Bountiful High School as this ball played up ahead and out again. East to throw in. Rondo has that ball taken away. Midfield, Cardenas with it. Looking up to Christensen. Christensen tried to center it with Govina. Maybe a tad behind him, and it's the Braves coming away with it again. Lamone plays over to Garlick. He's putting on a run. Carlson and Elders with the big save. A challenge there. That ball will roll out, and a corner awarded to Bountiful. The Bountiful corner in the box and headed up over everyone. Hill will track it down. As coming up is Godfrey trying to challenge him. Hill able to win it. Christensen's attempt broken up. Holbert sticking with it. Good challenge there and a foul called here. A card coming, and it will be Holbert, I believe, picking up the yellow. 2 will take the kick, and it's deflected by Christensen. 78 minutes complete. Time updates finished for the rest of the match. And a foul called here on East on that far side. Kick sent up. It bounces through and it's Garlick. He found that hop over his foot and Elders able to gather it. Thrown up to midfield. Cardenas plays to Oliveira, now near side. Hill has Christensen. He had to come inside for it. Able to gather it, played up and through, and cleared away by Bountiful. A throw-in coming up. Thrown in, Cesares looking for some space. Great job by Garlick, sticking with it. Oliveira goes back with Carlson. Nice little pass right to Carlson, but was a little slow up. And Morgan able to disrupt that as Lamone nearly got behind that back line for Bountiful. Hill's pass deflected by Garlick. Sent down. Elders will track it down. This outside the box. He'll have to play it with the foot. Does so with Morgan. Lamone tracking him from behind. Looking up the field. Rondo finds it. Rondo looking for a shot. He couldn't get the bend on it, and Palmer will have another kick. Lamone heads off for Bountiful as Atis Messine comes on, and Lamone had a great game for the Braves. Was a force, physical, his speed was fantastic. I have to think he is most likely done for the match as Christensen was hammered. He's frustrated. No call there as it was Hoffman coming over. Morgan at midfield looking up for Cesares. Cesares trying to center. Centering pass attempt was deflected by Bountiful. Cesares trying to keep it. Plays back with Hill. He'll cross it over. Carlson with a screamer. Rondo in the box, and Daniel Rondo nets it here late in the 79th. East finally on the board. It's still 2-1 Bountiful after the Rondo goal. Bountiful able to send it up. Garlick back there. Elders out of the box. Hill has it. I think Elders was hoping Hill would let him pick it up and send it down the field as they've got to push it. Ortega far side, and this ball sent out by the Braves. East will throw in. Back with Carlson. Cardenas needing somewhere to go with it. Played outside and no one there for East. Carlson able to keep it in. Off the header, he gets it back. And that ball sent back down the field and out. Elders. Over with Morgan. Trying to look up the field, headed out of play by Maynard. He's looking to throw in. Again, Bountiful will head it out. Rondo, great ball to Cardenas. Cardenas to center. Headed out. Rondo looking up. Cardenas, a shot that's just missed the frame and out of play for the goal kick. Boy, Selly, he can rock it when he needs to, and a great shot there as this will sky over the head of Ortega and roll out. Carlson needs to get this in play. Bountiful able to deflect it out. I know they rule out off of East. The Braves throw in, just guarding that ball, trying to keep the possession away from the Leopards. It's two, taking it to the corner. Morgan trying to mark him. And a foul here, a kick awarded to Bountiful. And a yellow coming out. And it will be Carlson picking it up. Ball put in play again. Bountiful just guarding it in that corner. And it's the Leopards coming away with it. Here's Rondo, touches back. Boy, thought a foul there. No foul. Instead, it's the end of the match. The Bountiful Braves celebrate. 2-1 victors. The Braves have made the playoffs. Our final score here from Hugh Wiggum Field, the Bountiful Braves, a 2-1 victor over the East Leopards. We talked about coming into this ball game, senior day here at Bountiful High School, obviously wanting to send their seniors off on a positive note, but they needed a point in this match to clinch the playoffs with Box Elder right behind them. And it was East that came out early. They had a couple really nice attempts, but they couldn't find the back of the net. Bountiful would. In the 39th minute, it's Atis Messine with the kick. Elders would make the initial save off the post and finishing off the play. Stepping up, number 18, Kellen Burke, the sophomore. It's 1-0 Bountiful in the 39th minute. What a huge strike there to end the half for the Braves at halftime, having the lead. They would come out in the second half and thought we'd see a big response from East. Instead, Bountiful really came out and did a great job putting some initial pressure on the East Leopards defense. And in the 47th minute, an opportunity for the Braves, a whistle in the box, a penalty kick awarded to the Bountiful Braves. It would be Atis Massine, the man who took the free kick in the first half that led to a goal. He takes the PK here, and it is good in the 47th minute. 2-0 Braves with the 2-goal lead. Boy, what a huge play that was. We mentioned the 2-goal lead and thought Bountiful might sit on it. They didn't. They kept playing aggressively. East did as well. In fact, in the 61st minute, the Leopards awarded a penalty kick. It'd be Yves Govina stepping up from 12 yards out, one-on-one with Palmer, and Govina misses wide. It's no good. Cole Palmer was fantastic in net today for the Bountiful Braves. He made a couple really nice saves, stood tall in that penalty kick situation. We were stuck at 2-0. To the 79th minute we go, and East trying frantic attempts at the net, trying to get a goal, and it would be Daniel Rondo netting this one late in the contest in the 79th minute. 2-1 Leopards, but in the end it would not be enough as the Bountiful Braves able to hold on here from Hugh Wiggum Field. 2-1 the victors over the East Leopards. Boy, we talked about coming into this match. East tied at first with the Ogden Tigers. This loss now, they're going to have to hope for a positive result up the road as Ogden was facing off against Bonneville today. Don't know the results of that, but East, slim chances that they will hold on to first place after this match. They do have one more contest against those very same Lakers up the road. Meanwhile, for the Bountiful Braves, congratulations to them. We talked about in the broadcast the injuries. They've overcome it. They make the playoffs. Congratulations, and they still have a third seed, potentially, based on other results this week, as well as a final match for them. But the Bountiful Braves did what they needed to do. They clinch a playoff spot here today with a 2-1 victory over the East Leopards. Now it's come time for us to announce our man of the match. We're going to give it to Atis Massine, a fantastic game today. We mentioned the kick that led to the first goal. He had the PK that was the second goal and the game winner for the Bountiful Braves. Atis Massine, our man of the match. We want to thank you for joining us on this edition of High School Rewind. For Vince Francis, my name is Dane Stewart. We thank you for joining us and look forward to seeing you next time here on High School Rewind.